Tuesday, December the 10th. Yes, welcome to my desk. This is Meri at TheMeriAtelier. And I am working on snow globe Christmas cards. I worked on them yesterday. I got all my little snow globes made. I got the base of the card made. So today I am going to put some of this extreme glitter on this. This is a medium. This dries really fast and it is not flaky. And I really like it on here. So I have about 45 of them to do. We're going to do that. We're going to stamp these little, I carved a deer stamp, and I'll draw the antlers on it. But I'm going to stamp that deer stamp on my envelopes. I hope to get all that done. I'm not going to be on as long this morning, but I want to get this done so I can send out my Christmas cards. Let me get over here to my tablet and get into my live stream so that I can welcome you all in. It says I'm alive. Oh, I got the sound on over here. There we go. Skip the advertisement. And I've got 3 of you out there. Welcome in. Let me change the filters here. Change my quality up from 480 to advanced to 1080. There we go. I might zoom in a little while I'm working on these. And I'm going to heat set them as I do them, so they'll be dry right away and I can work at them. So I hope you're having a really good day. Let's see, let me grab a brush. This one will do. And let me connect up my heat gun and zoom in. Let's see. I'm using this tin, this Santa Claus tin, to put my heat gun in. I learned that from Beth Schuler. And that works really well for me. Let me plug in my heat gun. Hi, Arlene. Good morning, Arlene. Arlene's an early bird. I just about didn't make it in here. I was working with my other phone, trying to get the volume set up on it. I'm not sure what's going on with that other phone. So I'm just going to use a dab of this glitter on here. You really don't need much. And I have learned to not draw with even my permanent marker while I'm using this medium. Any medium, it could potentially smear your ink, your pen lines. Let me, I was going to zoom on. Zoom in. Hi, Jacqueline. Good morning, Brenda. Jacqueline, the replay crew is in live this morning. Let me zoom in a little so you can see this a little bit better. Is that a little better? Turn my camera. There we go. It's good to see you all in the morning. Well, let's hit it with the heat gun. And it becomes clear when it's dry, this medium. So, yeah, I have to, my brother has a doctor appointment, so I come in online much earlier. Now, I think I can just set these above as I do them. Just put a little bit on here. That might be too much, but yeah, I think I'll grab another one here. Some of this over here. Might be even able to grab another one. Grab another one, Meri. At this rate, I might get through these pretty fast. I'll tell you, I sat here yesterday stamping all these deer and putting the bases on them. They're saying good morning to each other out there. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Arlene says, I'm in the kitchen cooking. Oh, Arlene's cooking. So she's going to be lurking. Hi, Becky. It has glitter in it, Becky. This is a extreme glitter coverage coat, clear coat. So it does have glitter in it. You may not be able to see it as much, but in person, the glitter is really, really fine. I wonder if I hold this up closer to the screen. It's not a big fat, I'm not sure you guys are seeing the glitter on the screen, but it does have glitter in it. It's a very, very fine glitter. This is Folk Art Extreme Glitter Silver. You just finished making, Becky? Breakfast, Becky? You just finished making. So this dries really fast. I'm really happy about that because I want to get these cards finished. I did finish a card, and I put the card up on my community tab, but it's in the, I put it in my journal here. This is what it'll eventually look like. And then on the inside, I have a little note, and I have a tree stamp that I put here, but I think I'm going to stamp that deer on the final one. Stamp it up here, and then I'll write my little note in there. And then I'm going to stamp the deer on the envelopes, and I'm thinking I can start putting the, at least the return addresses on the envelopes while I'm waiting for my brother at the doctor's office. Guess that's all I'm going to get on there. Yeah, I like this. This is the same thing, the same glitter that I used on those ornaments that I sent out a couple years ago. All right. Here I have this tin out, and here sets my... But I've learned to, any markings that I have on this, I've learned to draw afterwards, because this media will, I might have too much even, the media will smear any lines. See if I can't get a few more done here. Well, I think I got too much. I have to learn the appropriate amount to squeeze out of that tube. It doesn't take much. And then I'm going to use my fine liner to put snow on it. Little snowflakes, you know, little dots. Now, come on. Oh, get off there. And it'll warp, but when I hit it with the heat gun, they'll straighten out again. Yeah, I might be able to do one more here. Get it off what I have on my brush. It doesn't take much at all. I have this one over here. That's, I think I can get another one. This tin is in my way. So, whenever I go into a production mode like this, I'll tell you, I'm not suited for it. All right, let's hit these with the, let me grab onto this one. All right, let me hit these with the heat gun. That one has a I was in here working on these yesterday, listening to Christmas movies. A little bit of a thickness there. they're pretty dry. This one's a little warped, but it looks like glass. Now I put the snow globes pretty far down on the base. It just seemed to fit better. That's how I did them. And then when I put them on the cards, I'll take, when I put this on the black surface, that black tends to, and my card base has a black background, so that this part will show up, the snow globe will pop, but I'm putting a white line around the base because this black tends to fade into the background of the black. And so I kind of define the snow globe a little bit better there. All right. And I've been playing with my phone this morning, trying to get the volume settings louder on my other phone. That's why I was just a few minutes past 4:30. I get involved in researching how to do that. I've noticed that other people, if you Google, when you have a problem, when you Google that, you get a sense of, is it me or is everybody having this problem? And when you see several people saying, why is my sound so low, even though I have the volume set up way high? All right, let's just put a drop on here. Oops, that's more than a drop. Some of these, like I can share that with that. Share some of this with this. Yeah, the glitter in here is very fine, which suits me fine. So I know it's not going to flake off. But still, it adds a little bit of shininess to the snow globe. And that is what I want. Get some of this off onto here. And I was going to send all of these to Beth's group, but I might send some of them to, I might split up my, because I can't make 150 cards. There are 45 of them here. But I want to send some to people that are not in Beth's group too. So I might, I don't want to, I might split these between the two groups. People that are in Beth's swap and people that are not. And then use cards to make up the difference, purchase cards. And I'm going to put napkins in there, and I had forgotten that I bought these, let me reach for them. I bought these stickers a long time ago, and they're all Santa Clauses. And I got 2 rolls of them, so I might take a, you know, there's plenty of them there. I might split these up and send some Santa Claus stickers in them. All right, let's do the... Hopefully I'll get through these pretty fast if I can do 9 of them at a time. When you do large quantities like this, it's best to start in July. I was debating, well, I actually did start in July, But I was tatting, and I'm just not going to get all that tatting done. Maybe I'll take what I've got done. I probably have 3 or 4 trees done, maybe 5. But I might just keep tatting my Christmas trees and use them next year. We'll see. I'd love to get these done and sent out this week. It's already the 10th of December. Can't believe how time just sneaks up on you. Time just sneaks up. This one. All right. So it dries pretty fast. It also can stick to your, but I wanted to put a cover down there. I put these bases on with just a little tape in there so that when you see it sticking, there's a little bit of tape on the end there that where I had already clipped off of the base of the snow globe. But when I put it down on the envelope, I think I just glued these in, and I might do that again. This is going to go pretty fast. Here. Hi, Dar. Welcome in, Dar. Hi, Angie girl. Welcome in. Brenda's here. Brenda says, Ginger. Oh, did Ginger pop in? Hi, Ginger. Brenda says, Ginger, same here. I had surgery in 2007. I'm alive and breathing, but damage has affected my sleep and short-term. The lack of sleep bothers me more than memory problems. Yeah, I sympathize with the sleep issues. I've been having some of that myself, and I have limited myself to 1 cup of coffee in the morning, and that's it. Boy, I'll tell you, I want more. I want more, but I've limited my coffee intake. Caffeine, I don't have. Sometimes I'll have a cup of tea, but it's that caffeine-free tea. So I don't know. I guess, you know, they say when you get older, the sleep is a problem, but now, I slept pretty good last night. I woke up when the alarm went off. But I don't always sleep good. And I guess the best thing to do when you can't sleep is to get up and do something. Just work yourself tired. But I used to work the night shift when I was going to school and a little bit out of school. And I think that really, I think I'm a night person, to tell you the truth. I just don't get tired, you know. I very rarely get a full 8 hours of sleep. Usually it's, my best sleeps are between 5 and 6 hours. And my poor sleeps, but then I do nap during the day. I do nap during the day. And that probably affects it too, but I nap when I get tired. Can't keep my eyes open. I fall asleep during, I can, when I'm really, in the morning I can, after, especially after my streams, I can sleep right through that Price is Right, which blaring loud, because my brother turns the TV up really loud. So I sympathize with sleep problems. Hi, Kitty Jen. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome, ladies. I still have a few Christmas decorations I want to get out. I don't have my Santa Claus collection out. So I have a few things I want to get out yet. I'm going to have to, this one has a lot right in there. I don't know if I can smooth that out a little. This one, yeah. Yeah, that glitter is a really, really fine glitter. It's not a, chunky glitter, or even a small chunky glitter. It's really fine. All right. I think I'm coming up on the close here. 1, maybe 2 more. 2, 3, 4, 5. Got 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got probably 6 or 7 left. I'm not good with production style doing so many at once. I get bored pretty easy with this stuff. But I was sitting in here listening to Christmas movies yesterday afternoon. That helped. And I like to watch offline. I don't so much on this channel, but on my other channel, I like to watch a lot of DIY, DIY, do-it-yourself, DIY videos. And I like Canterbury Cottage and flea market finds, stuff like that. I think next year I'll do try to focus on doing more DIYs, because I have several things around here that I don't even have to go that I can update, that I can alter, that really aren't paper related. Things I fall in love with when I go out. I need that. So I may be doing more of those next year. We'll see. We'll see what the year brings. Catherine at K3N Cloth Tales has already talked about what she's going to be doing next year. Let me move this one down a little. Get off of there. And let's see, she did her video yesterday, and it's text, embroidering text on fabric. And I'm in such a squeeze in December that I don't know if I can do a whole page of text. I was thinking about maybe trying to do some larger letters. Of course, you don't want to do too large in embroidery unless you do, you know, a 2-inch letter would take several stitches across. And you don't want to do too large of long stitches because your thread will, you know, the thread across the fabric too long will not lay flat. You pick it up and it'll lay flat until you pick it up. It can, you know what I'm talking about. I've got a little bit too much right there. And I'm hoping I can just dry that out. It all dries transparent. I might have to go over that with some ink. We'll see. We'll let it dry a little. Maybe it'll dry clear. A little better. All right, we're coming down the home stretch here. Yeah, got some medium on that one. I don't want to tear it. Come on. Now I need to draw the antlers on. That doesn't take long. I just got a few more. Just a few more. Seven more. You're not, I probably zoomed in too far. You're not seeing the entire batch of them here. Try to spread this medium as thin as you can. I am putting it on with a brush. One more. Get off my finger. And then, while those are kind of drying, I'm going to reach behind me and grab onto my painty book here. Let's find a decent page. Maybe this page. And I'm just going to smear what's on my brush on here as much as I can. And we'll leave that open and let it dry. It'll put a little shine on it. And I'll put my brush in the water. No, maybe not yet. So I'm going to use it to... Oh, I got one hiding over here. Oh no. Well, we need a dab of it. And I did finish putting my nutcracker washi tape border in my journal, so that's all done, my Christmas journal. All right. Let's hit these with the heat gun and we'll be done here with the glossy stuff. And I'll come out and look at chat before I move on. I want to get these done so I can send them out. I have several things I want to send to Becky I'm hoping to get that out before Christmas. Send her a Christmas package. She's always sending me stuff. Might have to start on next year's cards in February. Do a refill Friday and make Christmas cards on refill Fridays. Make that one of my refill Friday activities. Not every Friday, but on Fridays. And then I wouldn't be at such a crunch when December comes. Got to change my strategy here. Alrighty, I think. Put my heat gun away. I think these are dry. And this is just a paper towel that I have these on. So when that media gets, you know, it can stick to the towel a little when it runs. So I have to be kind of careful lifting these up. It really ran on this one. Okie dokie. Turn it over and I'll start drawing. So I have a bunch of them here. I need to draw antlers on them, but I'm going to come out and look at chat. Let me refresh my chat. Chat filter, top messages, chat filter, all messages. Arlene says, Jen, I had a little cat named Tequila until I got sick and became allergic. She did not allow closed doors. Oh my goodness. Which Diane came in? Dar. Let's go down here. Dar is here. What's the best way to get to you, Joyce? Jen says, a cute name for a cat. Tequila. Angie, Joyce. Joyce says, I have Messenger. Okay. Hi, Dar, I need your address. Oh, there's Diane. Diane is the Messy Palette, I think. Right? I always call her Messy Palette because I like that name. I like that ID. Let's see. Brenda says, Arlene, I just might toss something at. Who are you going to toss? Your cat? Jen says, oh, I know, Arlene, how dare they? I don't think I could ever close my cat out of my room. The doors always are open. Free for him to go wherever he mostly stays with me. Ginger says, we've got 4 cats now. A female kitten adopted us in April. She was pregnant and had 3 boys in June. So now we have 4 cats. We aren't allowed to close the bathroom door anymore. Oh dear. Ginger. Brenda says, I got half my cards done. I've got to go to town this morning, but I shouldn't be gone long. My plan is to finish them up and mail them Saturday when I go to town again. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick up some more stuff when I go to town today. And might have my brother stop at the post office so I can get some more stamps. I got Christmas stamps, but I've only got one package. And I think there's only 20 stamps on them, right? I think I need 2 more packages of stamps. Let's see, what did Arlene say? She says, Brenda says, that's what I do, Arlene. Does not sleep. My family says I'm asleep and sometimes snore, but I can tell them what they've been talking about because I'm not fully asleep. I hear them. We're talking about sleep. Uh, Jen says, my cat was giving me a lecture earlier. I'm not sure what was up, except he had a bunch of yelling meows. The only thing I can come up with is maybe he wants my son to come play with him and visit him more. Angie says, I have my cards all done. I just mailed them. Aw, Angie. Neurologist says that part of my brain that controls my sleep is damaged. I have not hit that deep sleep since the strokes. Oh, what's going on here? My charging? Let's see, I've not had that deep sleep since the strokes in January of 2005. I doze more than sleep. Yeah. Arlene says, I sleep 1 or 2 hours at a time. My brain will just not allow more. You know, I think I do too. Just sleep a couple hours. I'm up. I can't scroll up anymore. Arlene, let's see. I missed a Meri thing. Meri, you didn't see, but I sent you a Gmail. Look later. I did send you a Gmail back from yesterday. You wanted to test, and I replied to that. But did you send me another one? Let me check my Gmail, because I can do that here on my tablet. It's waiting. Of course, I'm not in my... I have to get in my other account. Hold on. This tablet's slow. Check your paper. Check your... when did you send it, Angie? Because I answered you yesterday. I just put, here you go, emailing you back. You owe you. Maybe that didn't go through. Let me forward that. I'm just emailing you back. Let's see if you get this. I sent you a quick little email, Angie. Oops, where's my chat? Last night. Yeah, I answered that. It must have got lost in the... I just put an email in you back just now. And I sent it off to you. So you should have an email from me in a few minutes if you don't have it now. All right, we're going to put antlers on these. Arlene says, Joyce, something is going on at the USPS hub where the USPS drops. Do your packages come through Maryville? And she says, I don't know. My brother locked himself in another room when he came to visit to stay away from the cats. But the cats, he left his jacket out in plain sight. Well, guess whose jacket they go lay on? Kind of his own fault, leaving your jacket out for those cats to lay on. All right, let's draw some antlers on here. And I'm going to draw over this medium. And that's one reason why I like that glitter's so fine, because I can draw over it. And I'm just going to draw some antlers on here. So that helps maybe. And then I like to put a little snow line in here, just a little line. So we've got to go through and do all of that. Won't take long, it won't take long. She said it won't take long. Needs another one up here maybe. How she looks. That's how she looks, my. And then we can get out my cards and put these on the cards and start putting some fine liner on them. Now that's going to take me a while because it has to dry. So I may not be able to do all of them in this setting. I'll do a few. But I still need to stamp the envelopes and make the inserts. Here maybe. And I have to turn that fan toward me. I'm getting warm. Hold on. It's not warm when I first come in here, but after I'm in here for a while, I start sweating because I'm sitting right over that. I'm sitting right over the furnace. That's a little stickiness on there, but that'll help it stick to the card. Oh, I'm forgetting to put the snow line on these. I'm going to put a little snow line. Let's go back and do that. I think I got them on the first two. Antler, whoops. Don't forget your snow line. Whoops. I don't think I got glitter on this one. I'm going to come back to that. After this glitter gets on here, it's pretty shiny. So the light reflects in it. Sometimes I have a hard time seeing where my pen is going because of the light reflecting off of it. It's stuck there. It's okay. It's okay. Let me tip my camera just a little. I'm sure you guys are seeing this. Did I tip it the wrong way? I'm wondering if that's, it's so hard for me to see on here, if that line is dark enough. I guess you guys are seeing them. I guess they're dark enough. It's hard for me to tell with the lighting in here. I need to get me some better lighting next year. Make room on my desk for it somehow, or behind my desk. My camera light from the camera provides enough light on my surface, but I don't have enough direct light when I'm drawing. And I see a lot of shadow from my hands. And I need a light up above. Now, I thought that I had ordered a clamp-on light that I could clamp on to my camera stand here. But what happened was I got the clamp, but no light. Yeah. So I just ordered the clamp. And what probably happened was when they showed how to use the clamp, they probably had put a light with a light, but the light didn't come with it. And I didn't realize that when I ordered it. So I have a clamp, but no light. Whoops, this one's got a little out of hand here. It really needs to come more that way. That's okay. Not going to worry about it. Gets a little monotonous after a while. You feel like you're doing hundreds of them, and you're not. I am drawing over the glittery glossy surface, so I'm having to mark my lines several times so it shows up. Do 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 do. La da 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 da. Is that showing? Guys, listen to Christmas music. I haven't been listening to as much lately. I've been watching Christmas movies. What one did I watch yesterday? Well, I think I watched, when I was in here, I was listening to Flea Market Rescue. They were doing recycled Christmas things, and they took these globe-shaped, bell-shaped, light bulb covers, and they were antiquing them and making them look like old bells. And then I like Cottage Grove. Is it Cottage Grove Crafts? She was an English teacher. And I really like what she does. Every time she puts out a video, I watch it. And she likes to go to thrift stores and upcycle things into, she does a good job of it. This one might need a, I'm wondering here if I get out a different pen. Well, let's try a new pen, and I think my pen may be getting a little, well, those are S-Gel pens. One of my Sharpie pens. I'm looking for them. What did I do with them? Might be easier said than done. I don't know what I did with them. Oh, those were batteries. I don't know where they fell off to. Under my chair. Well, I don't see them. Every time I want something, I have to go on a wild goose chase. I don't know what I did with those pens. I don't want to use pens that are... Let's try one of these. See if this one's any better. Yeah, I think it is. I'm getting there. Got a few left. Do, 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 do. I would use a wider pen, but I'm afraid that, let's try it on here. I'm afraid it'll be too dark. Maybe not. Kind of like that better. I hate to go over all of these marks, but I'm thinking I just add a little. Yep, he's gonna go back. Well, if you're not happy with it, fix it. I think those lines are not showing enough up dark enough for me. I'm just kind of going in with this Pen Plus gear. They used to make these Pen Plus gears in the fine tip. I used to be able to find them on the shelves. I can't find the fine tip ones anymore. And I really liked them. Every time they find out that I like something, they discontinue it. It's a Murphy's Law. If my customer likes something, I won't sell it anymore. I'm getting there. I'm just darkening these lines a little. I feel like they need to be just a tad bit darker. That's okay. Yep, she does them and then she goes over every one of them again. Put a line on that one. this will come up just a little there, maybe one out that way. I'm a-getting there. I just felt like those lines needed to be a little darker. They were too thin for me. What time is it? Almost 6 o'clock. I might need to go until maybe 7:45, something like that this morning. My brother thinks he needs to be at his appointment an hour early. I think he thinks that he gets there early, they'll take him, and sometimes they do. Sometimes they take him early, and he likes that. But I'm sitting there going, well, I want to stream. And he knows that, and then he gets, well, we gotta go. I'm gonna be late. You're not gonna be late, you're gonna be an hour early. Oh. We were kind of discussing that yesterday. A mild discussion. I gave up before we got into it. Okay. Now I just have a few that I haven't drawn on yet. Maybe about 10 or 12 of them. Seems like 100 of them, but there's not even 50. bring this down a little in here. He is in a snow globe. Don't play too much with the bodies. Just a few more. This one's kind of warped. Warped makes it look more dimensional. Oops. Just a few, couple left here. Last one. Now I have one here that I forgot to put glitter on, so let's do that quick. Now I've got my brush in the water. Which one did I use? This one? This one? I think it was this one. I need a towel. Hold the phone. I need to wash my brushes in Murphy's oil soap. I need to clean that one better. I forgot what brush I used this morning. Now to go out in the porch and see if I got some of that out there. The brushes are not good for painting anymore. They're pretty damaged. They're okay for what I use them for, but oops. All right, let's put a dot on there and I don't think this is the one I used this morning, but it'll do. my heat gun and dry it. This is fun, Jacqueline. It is fun to do. I think I'm going to make Christmas cards to my Refill Friday list. Or even just make cards. I might have make cards on the list. I might make Christmas cards so that next year I won't be in. I'm always in a crunch come December. I'm never really completely there. Looks like I started drawing on this one. And alrighty. So here are all my snow globes. Arlene says, just buy them. Jen, I made a lot for the nursing home. I added the family, friends, and crafters. But I just buy for the nursing home. Yeah, well, I think I'm going to have to end up buying some this year. I was just going to send the ones that I'm making now to Beth Schuler's group. But I think I'd like some of my other friends to get some of these. So I'll probably split between the two. Put some to Beth Schuler's group and some to my other friends. Now I have here a whole stack of cards, the card bases. Here. A whole stack of them. A whole stack of them. So I'm going to split them in half here. And start putting the... Now this is where I'm going to need my glue magazine. And I do think I'm just going to use glue to attach that, and we'll see how it sticks. I think that's what I used on my one that my sample one that I made. So I'm gonna get rid of the towel now. And I'm going to take a card and I'm going to glue it down. And then after I get all that done, I'm going to come in with my fine liner and put snowflake. Oh, I didn't put an antler on him. You missed one, Mary. You missed one. I'll probably find all sorts of mistakes. So let's see how this works. Then I put little stitch marks along the side with my fine liner, and on the side, see when I put this down, how that tape kind of blends into the background. And I use my fine liner and kind of define the sides of the snow globe again. So let's see how this is going to go. And I do think I'm going to use glue on these and see if it holds them down. I'm using quite a, I might have to break out another package of glue. And then when I get my snowdrops on there and outline this and put stitch marks around there, And I still have to cut note cards for the inside. Alrighty, let's move these out of the way and go into production mode here. I'm not a card maker. I have to say I'm really not a card maker. And I think I'm going to have to dig there, and I don't feel like digging. I'm going to stop with that and use this one. I don't know if I have any more of these around. I might have something behind me. I think that's going to hold them pretty good. And this you can't see, but there is some Christmassy around there. If I run out of glue here, I might have to stop and cut and stamp envelopes because, yeah, we'll just see how far I can get. I am using a generous amount of glue on these. That one probably could have come up a little bit more, but I'm not going to move it. Flip the page around like this. Oh, it has a tape on both sides. I'm worried about it. I thought, no, I put it on wrong, but this is really the back. Thought I put it on wrong. Probably about time for me to flip this page on my glue base. Let's flip the magazine page to a clean page. Yep, I've spent quite a bit of time on these cards. 2 or 3 sessions at least. 2 or 3 online sessions, at least 2. Cutting the cards. Doing the carving the stamp. I know I did at least 2 onlines in addition to this one. And then I put them all together offline, I think. The cards. I think I did all that offline. So it can take some of your time. It can consume some time to make a batch of them like this. But I am liking them. I'll buy some more glue sticks today. I'm hoarding that Yoo-hoo one that Arlene sent me. Hoarding it. I'm hoarding it. Hoarding a glue stick. How bad can you get? Hoarding a glue stick. Use it, Meri, use it. Now this seems to stick pretty good. These Pen Plus Gear glue sticks are not really that bad. Get them at Walmart. And I hesitated buying these purple ones, these school glue ones, but the more I use them, the more I'm going, these really aren't bad. These have a little bit of sticking power. Looks like I got a, oh, that's just a scrap. Yeah, I'm just going to go until this glue stick card starts fading out. I'm not going to dig at them today. I don't feel like digging through glue sticks. I'll just stop, maybe do 1 or 2 cards with the fine liner, and then move on and cut my... I need to stamp envelopes and cut the inside pieces. And it's getting down there. Now I had to put a different type of, I was running out of that black washi, so I used some red here. That works too. It still says Christmas on it. Oh, I have a paper on this one because the tape was sticking to everything under it. Bye, Angie. She says, I'm not feeling good, so I'm going to go. Well, Angie, you take care of yourself. Feel better. Hi, Mina. It's good to see you, Mina. Lala says, Kimberly, if your return address is on there, they'll send it back to you. Sometimes they don't have enough postage to me if people don't put a return address. What did Kimberly say? Hi, Kimberly. Let's see, I'm saying hi to her, but I don't see her. Did Kimberly, there she is. She says, good morning, Mina. Hi, Kimberly. That is just crazy. What's crazy? Messy Palette said, I just did some giveaways on my channel, Kimberly, with a card as the prices. It cost $15 per set to post to the USA. It was a shock, but I expected it. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I don't get it. Postage keeps going up and up and up, and then they say, oh, we're not making it again. I don't understand where all that money goes. I don't know what we're paying, how much for a stamp, a first class stamp. I know you can't send 2 cards for $1. I know it's more than that. They get you. They get you. Thank you. Those gloves look lovely, the deer. Oh, you mean the snow globes? Thank you, Nina. Yeah, these were fun to make. When I carved this deer, this is a deer stamp. I did not carve the antlers because those thin lines are a little hard to. I just drew the antlers on. But I wasn't sure it was gonna, if you compare it to what I was looking at, it doesn't compare at all. But when you look at them by themselves, they really turned out. I was kind of constrained by the shape of my eraser, and they had a larger surface to display their deer on. I think I'm getting to a stopping point here with my glue stick, though. Let's see, how many have I done? I've done quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Let's do 2 more and I'll have 20. And there should be 44 here. Well, if I do 22, I'll be half done. So I'll do 4 more if I have the glue. And then I'll be half done with putting the snow globes on. I think I'm going to stop, and because it's 6:30, almost 6:30, I'm going to stop and cut and stamp the little notes on the inside. And what I'm doing here with the fine liner, really I'll probably do that offline. 1. Let me get out 3 more. And because I have to have them all spread out to dry. And I don't want to mess with that this morning. But I figure I can sit there and do self-addressing on the envelopes while my brother is in with the doctor. Sometimes it does not take long for him to... Last time we went, I just got started. I think I was reading. And I just got started. And he was done. You're done already? Yep. I have to call. I make all his appointments for him. He has to have a follow-up done in Lincoln, and you have to go 2 or 3 channels to get your appointments made. And they called me last Thursday, and calling the VA on Friday, returning the call on a Friday. If you're lucky to get in, otherwise they're gone Friday afternoon. It's hard to, I'm gonna have to put a little bit more glue on that. It's hard to, Fridays and Mondays are the worst. And I was gonna call him yesterday and I completely forgot. So we gotta make that call for him. And I call and order all his medications. He could do it, but you know, when you go through government phone lines, you have that complicated menu to go through. At least 7 different options before you get to where you need to be. All right, so we're half done with putting the snow globes on. And so I'm going to stop here with that. And here's the other half that isn't done yet. So, yeah, these turned out pretty good, didn't they? I'm going to put these down below. And when I say down below, I mean in a little box over to my side here. And let me move the crochet thread. And these I'm going to keep out on my top of my desk. And what we're going to do, let me put the cap on this. There's still glue in there. I'm going to buy some more glue today. And I've got my ink pad out here. These others can be put away. Might keep that red one out. Put this away. Keep that down by my... All right. Put these away here. If I can find a spot for them. Okay. So what I'm going to do with cutting the note cards, let me get my trimmer out. Where's my trimmer? That's not the trimmer. What did I do with the trimmer? Ow. This trash sack is too big. I'm always running over it with my chair. Where's my trimmer? It's not where I usually put it. Where'd you put it, Meri? Well, I may not cut if I can't find my trimmer. I usually put it right down underneath of my desk. I lost my trimmer. Oh, Meri, how can you lose a trimmer? Does you sure this one down in there? It's there. I just missed it. It was tucked in. And let me zoom out a little now. Not in, Meri, out. Move my ink pads. I get so much stuff out on my desk. I don't need my score tool. What is all this stuff? All right, and then I'm just going to use copy paper. I'm going to grab I need to measure my card. I think it's, let's grab one here and measure it. Actually, if I made it the size of this black one, that would be 3 3/4 by 5. 3 3/4 by 5. Look, I got a one I missed here. Now, so I know I need at least 44 of them. And these go in my December daily. These are the New Year. Let me get them off my desk here, or I'm gonna. These are clip art from Debbie Epps' clip art book. She sent me some samples. A Victorian house, a Happy New Year. I'm gonna put these in my journal for the New Year pages. I think I got another one here. No, that's just okay. Hold on. I'm just trying to clear my desk a little. Let me put these in my December daily here. Let's see. Today is the 10th. I don't have anything on the 10th. I need to put some stuff in here. I need to journal on these. I'm kind of keeping track on my phone what I did each day. I need to come in and journal on these pages, but I am fairly keeping up with it. And yesterday I sat here and did the last few, put the washi tape on the last few pages. I'm going to put these New Year ones in here. Okay, so 3 3/4 by 5, I think I said. Whoops, I missed a couple here. You just slip them in there. Okay, 3 3/4 by 5. Oh, the ruler's in the way. All right, make some foot space for me. And ink pens. All right. Scissors. Ruler. Open that up. What's in the way here? I guess it's flat. So 5 and 5 is 10. So I'm going to cut my 5s here. I don't think I need this opened. Just close it up again. I think I'll, do I want to cut it this way first or that way? I'm not sure. 3/4 and 3/4 is 1 1/2, 6, 7 1/2 this way. If I make it that 7 1/2. No, I think I'm making it 5 here. I think that would be better. So I'm just cutting paper for the inside, and I'm going to stamp on it. Let's see. And I think I can get 3 3/4. I think I can get 2 out of each. So I think I can get 4 out of a page. And I need 44, so that would be 11 pages, if I'm right. And I'll probably do 12 pages just to have some extra. Three and 3/4. So let me count out my pages just to get myself. So 1, 2, 3, 4. No, yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I have a couple more pages here. I'll set them up there for now. Maybe I'll do 13 pages just to be safe, because I always mess up stuff. So 5. I think I'll cut all of these in half at 5 first, and then come back and I just don't have enough room on my desk for things. Sometimes if I do everything that I need of like things, it goes faster. So I'll cut all my 5s first, and then I'll come back and cut all my 3/4. Oh, must be something. Oh, I had 2. It's okay. It's got 2 of them in there. I didn't get the little scrappies out of it. I need more room. If I had more room, no, I would. Oh, I cut that one wrong. Cut it the wrong way. I'm gonna put that in my scrap pile for another day. I'll be wanting scratch paper. Grab another sheet here. Not concentrating on what I'm doing. This is when 12 sheets feel like, or 13 sheets feel like 100. I'm not good with all this repetitive stuff. I'm always wanting to move on. I want it done. I've got a few sheets left here. What, 3? 4 sheets. Or 4 sheets left. And then I have to go back and cut the 3/4. I'm just cutting the 5. One more, 2 more. Sometimes in this repetitive motion, if I measure out how many I need to do, like on those snow globes, I know I needed 44 of them, and if I would do them in batches of 5, it seemed to go faster for me, because if I set out 5 and then I work through them and then work through the next 5, rather than put them all in one stack, and you're working and working and the stack never grows smaller. But if I put them in batches of 5, I can watch those batches grow smaller, and I feel like I'm accomplishing something. Okay, so I have a bunch of cutoffs here. And I do save these because I scribble a lot. I always need something to scribble on. I stack them up, but sometimes I get disgusted and throw them away. All right, now I need to cut these at 3 3/4. So there's they go up here. This doesn't. And I'm out of things to say. Could tell a Christmas story while I'm working on this, but I don't have one in my head. You guys know any good Christmas stories? Christmas in Phibbsville is kind of a quiet Christmas this year. We haven't been meeting. We're going to have to change that. And I got plans for that. We'll talk more about that on Christmas Day. So kind of keep your ears open for that. But in the meantime, how are we going to celebrate Christmas in Phibbsville? We should do I was thinking that what I should do a long time ago when it was still, oh, it's not Phibbsville, it's Fibdiggity. I'm sorry, I've got Phibbsville. Phibbsville was the original name, and a storm blew through, and we changed, it wrecked a lot, and we changed the name of the town from Phibbsville to Fibdiggity. Kind of a little bit of the history of Fibdiggity. And I kind of like that word, Fibdiggity. Fib stands for friends in the box. Diggity is a modifier word that intensifies friends. And so I say we have some really incredible friends here in our art community. But I was thinking the other day, when I originally did the Phibbsville, we had different buildings in there, like a bakery and a library and a newspaper, and of course the Meri Atelier building. And I was thinking we need to get a new editor for our, was that at 3 3/4? Because our editor no longer edits. And we need a new librarian and a new barber and our beauty shop salon. We should get a spa in Phibbsville. And at one point, I'd even drawn a little map of Fibdiggity or Phibbsville at the time. And I was thinking next year I need to revisit all that. I'm not going to do it this year. I'm just kind of giving you a hint of where my head is heading for next year. I kind of want to, and what I'd like to do is, Arlene had at one point sent me, she went clear back into the beginning of the, bye Becky, have a good day. They're saying goodbye to Becky. What did Becky say? She's got 4. I cut 3 to 4 sheets at once. Well, I could probably do that. Is she leaving now? They're saying goodbye to Becky. She says 4. Hold on. Oh, she says, gotta go. Have a great day. Well, I'm going to cut 3. Let's see if that works. Becky's always telling me what I need to be doing here. I'm concentrating on Fibdiggity. That works. All right, Becky, we're moving it along. Now I lost my track about my Fibdiggity story. That's okay. I'm going to do 3 at a time. I think 4. I don't know if my blade can handle 4 without it getting... But I think next year I'm going to kind of revive the Phibbsville stories. Oh, I was talking about Arlene had gone through all my past videos, and I probably still have all those emails. And I want to make a little index of all the stories that I've told about Phibbsville and Fibdiggity, and kind of put them all into a playlist. So when new people come, they can kind of listen to some of those stories. But that includes a lot of the stories that I told during live streams. And so the stories themselves are not just sitting and listening to a story. It's like what I'm doing now. I tell the story while I'm working on something, and it kind of goes across an entire segment, or maybe even an entire video. So I'm not sure that I could break out all the stories. But you kind of have to be an old-timer to, sorry to call you guys old-timers, to get the whole gist of Fibdiggity. And I'd like to somehow revive all that, so into a playlist of sorts. But that's a lot of work. Arlene has already done a lot of work for me, and she sent it all to me, and it's out there in my email. bless her heart. So I would probably have to find the last email she sent to me and then see what stories I've told since then. And sometimes, you know, they're just stories during just whatever comes into my head while I'm working. We're done. Cutting 3 at a time really did help Becky. She's probably gone now, but, and I don't know if I want to keep these or not. I guess I will. Hate to throw stuff away. So now we're going to put my trimmer away. Every now and then I'm good for something. Arlene, let me tell you, you are the best help. You are the best. I really appreciate, and Lala's always leaving quotes. And when she comments and everything, she always comments with a quote. You and Lala are certainly helped me a lot. And Becky helps me get through all of this. Now I'm going to get that paper towel out again because it kind of pads my paper. And we're going to go through. Maybe we'll do 2 at a time. At least get 2 sheets out. And I refreshed my stamp pad yesterday. I don't know if it needs refreshing today. Now I have to move this far down, enough down that I can draw antlers. And I'll just leave a little space to write on in here. And then I'll come back in and draw my antlers. I guess I'm going to have to do these. I can set 2 out. I can set 2 out, but I can only do 1 at a time. There's quite a production on this stuff, doing these cards. If you make handmade cards, it's quite a little production. And I probably won't get back at it after my stream this morning because I'll be tired when we get home. And I won't feel like coming in here. So tomorrow is Wednesday morning. I may come on early in the morning again tomorrow, like 4:30. Because I do want to get these cards done. And I could sit here and do them without coming on, but as long as I'm going to be sitting here, I might as well turn the camera on. And I need to figure out, look, see, there's a little spot there. Let me grab my pen and fix that little spot. There we go. I need to figure out the sound on my other phone. It's all of a sudden gone very quiet when I record and even when I listen to videos. And I've got the sound on full volume, and there's something in there. There's something in there that I'm not getting a loud sound. And I think if you listen to Sunday night's video, you'll see what I'm talking about. I kind of listen to the replay. I always kind of check my replays to make sure that nothing really bad is happening. And I noticed how quiet it was. It was like I was sitting here mumbling to myself. And so I'm streaming on my notepad this morning. It's a Galaxy notepad. It's not the big notepad. It's the phone notepad, but I really don't. It gets kind of warm when I'm stream for more than a couple hours. I don't like streaming with it. But that other one is not a notepad, it's just a regular phone. But the sound, something happened to the sound. And I've checked all my phone settings. So I'm kind of researching. I might have to take it back to those guys and see if they can figure it out. I seem to be having some audio issues. And I don't think I can hook up a microphone to my phone. If it was a webcam, I might be able to use a separate microphone. I might be able to use a separate microphone and turn my microphone on my phone way off. I might have to research just getting a microphone. I've never done that. Did Lala drop a quote? She says, I do a quote a day to bring a smile a day. I was born with an enormous need for affection and a terrible need to give it. Audrey Hepburn. Aw, I enjoy your quotes, Lala. I enjoy them. When you comment, I always read your quotes, and I'm not sure I really told you that. I'm telling you now, I like the quotes. So thank you for doing that. And Arlene is a great help. She says she's good for something, and I'm going, you're good for a lot. We appreciate you, Arlene. I did check with Dee Dee, and she is going to stream on Christmas morning. Now, I'm going to go live Christmas morning, which is on a Wednesday. I'm going to go live early because I kind of have a special Christmas live stream that I'm going to do, I think, if I can get it all together. But I'll probably go live anyway. But look for me on Christmas morning around 4:30 again. It's on a Wednesday morning. And I am going to stream Christmas Eve day, which is a Tuesday, and I will do my normal stream. And I checked with Beth Schuler, and she's going to do her Christmas Eve stream on Tuesday night. I checked to see if she was going to stream, and she is. I have not checked with Kathy and Colleen to see if they're going to stream on Christmas Eve day. I don't know. If they're like Becky and not Becky, Beth and Dee Dee, they'll be streaming on Christmas Eve day, but I can't speak for them because I don't know. So if you're around on Christmas Eve or Christmas Eve morning or on Christmas morning and sitting out there by yourself, come in and join some of our streams, because now Becky usually streams on Wednesday. She left, but I don't know if she's going to be streaming on. I'm going to add some. What did I do with my pen? I don't know if Becky's going to be streaming on Christmas Day. She'll let us know. She always posts that she's not going to be streaming. But I'm just kind of checking with folks to see what their plans are for Christmas. Brenda says, Mina, Ebby is a rescue that was supposed to be a foster. She had been abused. Once she knew I wasn't going to hit her, she became Velcro. She wants to touch all the time. Aww. Is she a kitty or a dog, Lala? I kind of lost track of all the pet owners and the names and all of that. Brenda says, and she's here forever. It took too long to gain her trust. She has her quirks and bad behaviors. I don't want her to go through several months of learning a new family. Aw. Kimberly says, yay, me too, Arlene. We're staying home. You're staying home? Hi, Val. Good morning. Good morning, Val. It's good to see you. Lala says, I think my granddaughter and her great-grandson will still be here on Christmas. She's a dog, Brenda says. Ebby is a dog, a Cocker Spaniel. Aww. Arlene says, Kimberly, my children and grands can't get here this year. So you all are it for me. Well, you kind of are all of it for me, too. Some of these aren't printing. I'm getting some white in there. We never do a whole lot. We go to my nephew's. I don't know what he's planning. But if it's anything like Thanksgiving, we won't be doing Christmas on Christmas. We'll be doing Christmas on New Year's. We probably won't be doing New Year's at all. And I really don't mind. I giggle at it, but I don't mind. And, you know, it comes to a point to where they need to have their own life. But I think my nephew on Thanksgiving wanted to watch a football game, and he didn't want to have to deal with. He's quite a helper. When they do the Christmas dinner, he grilled all these sweet potatoes. He smoked and grilled them. I'm not sure exactly how he did it, but boy, they were yummy. And they cook a lot of food. They really cook more food than we eat. They don't need to cook that much food. I told them to go buy some sandwich plates. We'd be happy. But I think he wanted to watch a football game on Thanksgiving, so we didn't do Thanksgiving on Thanksgiving. But then again, that was okay. And I'm kind of thinking Christmas might be the same way. It's kind of different this year, but we're just happy to get to spend some time with them. My brother really looks forward to it. You know, I go because, well, they are family, but my brother really enjoys he enjoys being with his family, his kids, his grandkids. He enjoys it. He doesn't say so out loud, but he misses it when he can't. He misses it. He gets bored sitting around the house. And I tell him, I said, well, I could think of a lot of things you can do if you would, but he won't. I'm going to kind of draw through this. Ink this up a little. It'll come through on the other side, but that's okay. It's going to be taped down. I'm wondering if I'm getting enough ink on those. Maybe I'm getting too much ink. And I'm stamping them down a little because I want to draw antlers in there. That's okay. It's not going to be perfect, but you'll get the idea. I'm not going to put the tree on these. Quite a production to do these cards. So I was thinking, I'm going to have to tell a Christmas story in Fibdiggity. Thinking of something I can tell right now. Should we go to the Fibdiggity thrift store and see what they have? We could make a list of what would you look for in the Fibdiggity thrift store. Yarn. Becky would be looking for all the yarn. I don't know. When I go to the thrift store, I really don't, unless there's something I really, really want, I really don't have anything in mind. I always check out the books. And since I've been doing slow stitching, I always kind of check out the tablecloths and see if there are any linens. that interest me. When I go to Goodwill, I really don't buy much fabric because sometimes I find some good pieces, but if I buy fabric at the thrift store, it's usually at a different thrift, the church one. Hi, Belinda. Good morning. Welcome in. Welcome in. I know I owe you Happy Mail. That last batch of Happy Mail I never got out. Because I've been doing all of this. And this is the type of thing that it just feels like, see, I've got all of these left to do. And I've done all of these. And it just seems like it's forever. Let's do them in batches of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll say that one across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's put them like this. If I split my batches up, and I can see as I'm working through, I can see the batches growing smaller. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I got 20 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got to keep an eye on my time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is, so I've got, I think, 25 there and 5 here. I got a few more. I made extras in case I flubbed up. So I really have about 5 more than I need, but 5 or 6 more. But if I flub up, and I can easily make a mistake. I have to have a sense of progress when I do this repetitive stuff, because it helps me keep going. Like, how much further do I have to go? Did I get 2 of them there? I think I did. Oh, but I'm going to stamp envelopes too. I might stamp my envelopes before I put the antlers on these, because I want to take the envelopes with me and work on them. All right, we're doing the next batch of 5. And there's only 35 envelopes. I've got to get envelopes today. Oh, I put my hand right on it. Grab a towel. Probably about time for me to clean my hands anyway. Okay. I see I got a spot on there yet. Not coming off. These are not, I don't know what it is, but they're not stamping totally dark. They've got some white in them, but I'm not going to go back and try to make them perfect. They are what they are. They look dark, but if you look at them close up, you can see a little white in there. But I don't think it, well, somebody might sit and study them, but so be it. That one's stamped better. What did Lala say? Vale said, clothes I'm no longer wear, I'm going to take apart to make handmade journals. Well, that sounds fun, Vale. I buy blouses to harvest trim from them too, Arlene. Arlene says, now I only look for items at the thrift that I need to complete a project. I have been very busy, but thank you, Belinda. I haven't forgotten you. I just haven't gotten to it yet. You and I have, I think, Goldie and Karen Kay and you and somebody else to send to. I don't know. It could be Vale. Is it you that I owe? I got a list. I just haven't gotten to it. I want to get my Christmas cards done. I have 3 sets of the envelope with stickers to send out, and I think 3 sets of stamps. Boy, this just seems to go on forever. I'm going to stop with these note cards and do my envelopes to make sure I have my envelopes done. I'm just going to set my note cards up there. I got my envelopes over here. And I want to be sure that my envelopes are, at least the fronts of them, are done. So I guess I'm going to have to kind of stack things up here. Making room. See, these I got at Dollar General, I think. And I'll probably have to close them with washi tape. All right, but we're going to put deer on the front. I might, if I have time, put deer on the back, but I want to. I'm kind of glad that I carved this deer stamp. It's something I can use in the future too. Yeah, I'm not sure. Now, like when I go to that church one that I always go to, I've done a couple videos of me going to there. Not in the past I have, not recent. And I always look for fabric there because they have nice, clean, they always do up their fabric table nice. And that's where I get those neckties. I had to quit. They had neckties the last couple times I went, but I just had to quit buying them because I haven't used the ones I've already bought. This one came out nice. So there's no sense in buying more if you aren't using what you have. But I always look for fabric there. I always check out the purses just to see what they have, and the belts to see if there's anything I'm interested in. And then I work my way down. They have a shelf of, well, they moved their shelf, their crafty items. They really did that up in a nice little nook area. And I always check that out. They have furniture. I look at it, but I'm not in the market for any furniture. And then if there's something cool. But they started a new thrift store in that town where I go, and I've only been there once, but I was really impressed with it. So I'm doing envelopes now because I want to get these done so that I can do the return address on them while I'm waiting for my brother. And for the addresses, I'm going to have to decide who I'm sending these to before I can address them. But I think I was just going to send them to Beth's swap group, but I'm thinking that I want to send some of them to people that are not in Beth's group, not on this. And there's probably some of you that are in Beth's group that are here too. Lala says, I love the thrift stores more than the craft stores. I find more fun stuff that I can afford. Yeah. They had a really neat thrift store that I enjoyed going to. It used to be in an old Ben Franklin store up in Madison. I got a lot of crafty stuff there. I miss that thrift store. Now, they also had a Habitat for Humanity store, a nice one in Madison. They have one here, but it's more building stuff, more something like Becky and Scott would enjoy. Every now and then they have some crafty items, but they don't. The Habitat for Humanity here is not a all-purpose thrift store. It's more construction and things like that. Extra furniture and tiles, cabinets, all sorts of pipes and stuff, construction stuff, flooring. I'm just thinking whatever that they would sell. But they did have a little craft room there. But it wasn't, not craft, but a little non-construction, let's say. But I haven't been there in a long time. Maybe I'll go the next time I go. Which would really be today, but I don't think my brother would want to stop. He doesn't like to stop at a lot of places but I need to stop at Hobby Lobby and Walmart today. I want to get some more of that glitter, extreme glitter. I want some napkins, some construction paper. It's not construction, but some more card making paper. Although I don't think I think I'll buy cards. See what I can find at Hobby Lobby. And I'll forget half of what I want. I should make a list. Sometimes I make a list and I actually use it, but usually when I make a list, I forget to use the list. But he doesn't like to sit out in the, well, and it gets colder too. I don't like for him to have to sit out in the car while I'm just browsing in a thrift store. That's not fair to him. Sometimes he doesn't mind it, but I don't think he's in the mood to do it today. I need to have him save some of his orange peels so I can put some in a pot on the stove. Maybe I'll get some cinnamon and put in there. Make some smelly stuff on the stove. I like to do that on the holidays. You cook those orange peels, just put them in a pan of water and let them, don't boil them, just let them simmer. You get a nice fragrance in the house, like you're cooking something good. Boy, I cook sweet potatoes for Thanksgiving, and I made a sweet potato pie. That was it, and boy, did that smell good. That smelled so good. And he didn't like my sweet potato pie. He didn't like it at all. I think it was too sweet for him, to tell you the truth, but I followed the recipe. I did what the recipe said, but he said it didn't taste like sweet potato. He liked it. So I went to the store. When I got my check, I went to the store, and he was looking, the last time we went grocery shopping, he was looking for a pumpkin pie right before Thanksgiving. He could not find a pumpkin pie in the grocery store. He was so disappointed. And the next time I went, right before Thanksgiving, I found a pumpkin pie. He enjoyed the, I say he likes the processed foods. He's really hooked on processed foods. And I don't know. I don't like all the salt and all the additives and preservatives and all that. And all that. But he enjoyed that pumpkin pie, but he ate a small piece of my sweet potato pie. And that was it. He's kind of a processed food guy. He eats entirely too much meat and potatoes. He won't touch his vegetables. I give up on him. If you want to kill yourself, go ahead. I'm going to eat vegetables. I quit eating so much red meat. It's not good for you. Of course, I think a man needs more of that meat than a woman does. But when I had that episode with my kidneys, I said no more red meat for me. Well, I eat it. I say this several times. I will eat it when we go out. I'll have a hamburger. I haven't had a steak for over a year, though. It's been over a year since I've had a steak. But I don't like the way he cooks his steaks either. He doesn't cook his steak. He eats them almost raw. He likes them that way. They're rare. He eats his meat rare. I don't like rare meat. I never did like it. Now I don't worry about it. But he'll cook mine, and he says he burns it. But he cooks it too tough. He doesn't tenderize his meat because he eats it raw. And so I don't miss his meat at all, to tell you the truth. Probably hurt his feelings if he heard me say that, but I like my veggie soup. I like my salads. Every now and then I'll have a sandwich of some sort. But I'm a soup and salad gal. It seems to work well with my kidneys. I haven't, I had one episode after last October. I had one episode that had me kind of worried. But I got over it, and I probably, now that I'm saying, I'll probably have an episode with it. But you got to watch what you're eating if you have kidney problems. You got to watch your diet. Hi, Sherry Van. Welcome in. I'm just chattering away. Did Laura come in? Hi, Jersey. Welcome in, Jersey. I'm just chattering away while I'm stamping on my envelopes here, trying to get all these cards done so I can mail them out. Today is Tuesday. I'd like to get them mailed by Thursday or Friday, because I'll have to spend some time addressing them. I'm going to write, I want to get the envelopes done so that I can, I want to get the envelopes done so that I can self-address them. And he wants to leave here, probably leave here around 8:30, so I'm going to have to bop off of here around 8. Maybe a little before. Depends on how I'm doing on these envelopes. I need to draw the antlers on them. Now I think I can use my Sharpie pen on these envelopes. That other, I was using a Sharpie pen on the gel medium, and I wasn't happy with it. I went back and filled in all my antlers on those snow globes. We're getting there. I've only got 35 envelopes, so gotta get envelopes. I should sit here and make me a list while I'm chattering about it, but I don't want to stop doing what I'm doing. I want to get them done. Mina says, hi Laura, Vale, Sherry, and Belinda. Laura's saying good morning to everybody. You love the stamp. The stamp, I draw the antlers on it. Jersey, did you see my card? Let me show everybody that has come in my final card here in my book, in my December daily at the back. This is what the cards will look like on the front, and then I'm stamping papers like, well, with this on it for the note cards. That's an envelope. I'm not going to use the tree. This is just for my book. And I'm doing 44 cards. I did 45, but I put one in my journal. So I'm sending out 44 cards. And I was going to send them first to Beth's group. But as I work on these, I think I want to send some of these to you guys. And I'm going to have to buy some cards today. 24 of us early birds this morning. Early birds. Sherry Van says, hi Mina, those are beautiful, Mary. Oh, thank you, Sherry. Well, if you look at this deer stamp from the image that I got it at the publicdomain.net, public domain org or net, whatever it is. I just went there and scanned for deer. And I was looking for a different deer, but I found this one of the flying one, the leaping one. And I really do like it. But if you compare my stamp to what I use for inspiration, it's totally different. But I had to adjust it to fit my eraser. And in the end, I like it. But if you would hold it up to the original image, it would look a little primitive, I think. But this would be fun to... well, I don't know, for slow stitching, it would be fun to stamp and stitch around it, maybe. We did a wolf leaping over a moon with K3N. She used a round piece of fabric for the moon, And then she drew a wolf and cut it out. I think it was a wolf. And other people did like rabbits and cats and dogs and cows. And I think I did a dog in front of the moon, leaping over the moon. And the dish ran away with the spoon. I'm just about done with my envelopes here. And I'm going to draw the antlers on before I leave here. And then I'll have a stack of envelopes to sit and address while I'm waiting for my brother. He's going to have a mole removed. The doctor said that it needs to come off. It shouldn't take them too long to do that. I'll probably get a couple envelopes addressed. Well, I'm just going to do the self-addressing. I have to figure out who, I'm going to have to make a list of who I'm going to send these to. I need to get envelopes and cards and glitter and, I don't think I was thinking I'd get some more cardstock. It just kind of depends. I'll have to check out what Hobby Lobby has on sale this week. Check their sale ad. Last one. But yeah, this deer stamp really turned out pretty good, didn't it? It really wasn't that hard to carve either. It was more hard to get it to fit the stamp. Once I figured out the drawing, carving it was really the easy part. Okay. So now I'm going to sit here and draw antlers on these. And I'm going to get rid of the towel. Put my... Alright. And I'm thinking I can use my Sharpie here to draw the antlers on the envelopes. And we're just going to sit here, and I might have to zoom in a little so you guys can see this better. I don't know if I like the Sharpie kind of thin. Let me scooch in. That's too much. There, maybe. Now let's go to the... I really do like these Premier markers. I like these a lot, these Premier markers, but this one's starting to fade on me. When I first open it, it's okay, but after I use it, it kind of... I do like these. They're almost like using a calligraphy pen. I'm going to divide these in batches of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 left in that batch. There should be 7 batches here. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I batch them, I seem to feel like I'm making more. I see my progress better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there should be 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. And then this is the rest of this batch. Let's try that Premier marker again. I think I'm going to see if I can't order all black. I do like these. Let's put another one there. Maybe I'll look for some seals to put on these. Envelope seals. I haven't used envelope seals in a long time. Something's not doing it for me here. He's got a lot of little nodes on his antlers. That's one big antler for that little deer. I'm talked out. We were talking about thrift stores and fibbidiggity and what do we look for when we go to a thrift store. And I think I agreed with most of you. Arlene says she looks for things that she can use in her projects. Was it Belinda or Brenda said that they like the thrift stores because you can get things for cheaper and you can, you know, you kind of, one thing I do buy at thrift stores though is broken crayons. If I find a big bag of children's crayons, especially when I was melting crayons so much there at one point. I mean, why buy brand new crayons if you can get, if you're going to melt them? If you're going to melt them, get some thrift store ones that somebody's already broken up. And so I do buy those. I kind of look for them if I notice them. The kid had their chance to use them. I hate to buy something that some kid would be getting some good out of. Let's bring one down that way. These deer have pretty big antlers. Let's see. I don't want to mess it up any more than I did. His antler looks like a tree. He needs another one over this way. Lala says, Pearl. Oh, did Pearl come in? Hi, Pearl. She says, it's okay, Lala, I'll do the same thing. Yeah. Meri is where I hang out most of my time, Pearl. But Pearl says, hello, Vale. Hi, Pearl. So this is Tuesday. Are you selling today, Pearl? You feel free. Pearl, I'm going to put you a mod. I trust you. You can put your, let me make you a mod. I'm going to make you a mod, Pearl, and you can put in a link to your sale or a link to your channel. I haven't been there lately. I won't get a check till, well, I can't go today because we're going to the doctor's office today. Well, December's been kind of a rotten month for me. As far as that, I did buy some things with on Amazon with Black Friday, but and I bought some things from Rebecca Willis. But I'll be back, Pearl. I'll be back. You go ahead and feel free. If you put in your link, Pearl, to either your sale or your channel, I will pin it. And you feel free to do that when you come in, if you have a sale going on that day. I certainly support Pearl. She has really awesome sales. I just haven't gotten out there lately. I'm making Christmas cards, Pearl. These are going to be the envelopes, and I'm getting them ready while my brother's with this doctor. I'm going to sit there and write the self-addresses on these envelopes. Self-address the envelopes. Did she hear me? She says, Meri, I shouted back to see what you're working on. I love this. Thank you. You scooted back. Pearl, did you put in your channel? Somebody put in Pearl's channel. Did she say if she was going to sell today? I'm kind of busy doing these. Are you going to sell today, Pearl? Oh, there it is. Let me pin this message. I found it. Let me pin it. And it'll be out there for the replay, too. Now, did she say if she was going to sell? Is that let me check on that. Live in 4 hours at 12 p.m., so it's probably 1 Eastern. Let me come back into my stream. Come on, Meri. I got out of my own stream here. Live. So Pearl is going to sell today. Oh, I'm going to have to completely close my YouTube out, and because it's really weird. This notepad. Oh, there it is. Sometimes I'll start my stream and I'll go over to my notepad to check on it and to go in, and it said it ended yesterday. And I'm going, it can't have ended yesterday. I just started it. It ended 5 minutes ago. It ended yesterday. I'm going, what do you mean? Something in my clock settings must be off. It's an old pad. And I'm having trouble with my other phone that I like to stream with. The volume is really low, and I'm not sure what's causing it. I've checked all my volume settings. I am not going to stream until 9 this morning because I'm going to have to leave probably around, in a few minutes, at probably around 8 o'clock. So hopefully I'll have the envelopes all ready to do some self-addressing on here in a few minutes. And I'll show my card and we'll pick up again. I'll probably go live tomorrow morning, and because I do want to get these cards finished. I need to finish stamping deer on the notepad, and I need to finish putting the snow globes on. And then I got to make a list of who's going to get them. And I'm going to check out to see if there are any cards on sale that I can send to the rest of the people. I'll probably be sending out quite a few cards, but I don't have time to make them all. So if you don't get a handmade card from me, know I still think of you. And maybe I'll make a list of who I send handmade cards to. And who I send bought cards from. And then I can't guarantee that I'll do any more cards for a while, but the next time I do a batch of cards, you'll get a handmade one instead of a purchased one. Needs another little. And I'm going to look to see if I can find some seals. I don't know if I can find any Christmas seals to put on the back. I might have to, I don't know if I have time to make them. I'd have to punch them out. I could make a tiny stamp and a round stamp. I don't want to put a wax seal on it. It won't go through the mail. And that would just be more work too. We're getting there. I should check to see if my brother's up. He's usually up by now, but I don't hear him banging around. And I'll have to buy some more envelopes because there were only 35 in this box. And I've got 44 cards. I don't know. Drawing a tree on this deer. Oh, I know what's wrong. I don't have the base of that last antler on there. I'm getting there. And I'm just kind of drawing these antlers from memory. Probably don't look like deer antlers at all, but I do like these Premier markers. These are, let me read it here. They are, where does it say? Oh, here. Prismacolor Premier markers. I do like these. I'm not much one for a pack of colored markers because I usually don't use the reds, greens, purples. And yellow, I like yellow, but I haven't found a good yellow marker yet. And the same way with white. My whites and yellows seem to fade away on me. But I do like the black. I like the black markers here. Just got a couple left here. So Pearl, what are you selling today? What am I missing? What am I missing out on? Oops, I got that one kind of dark there. Is she still in here? She usually is getting organized for her sales. Did she say what she's going to sell today? Oh, she said everything but the kitchen sink. Oh no, I wanted a kitchen sink. Now what am I going to do? No, I don't want another kitchen sink. The one I have is hard enough to keep empty. Seems like I do the dishes and my brother goes out and cooks his supper and I've got another kitchen sink of dishes to clean. Couple pans sitting out there now. I need to. All right, all the envelopes are done. What time is it? It's 7:52. So I can sit there and address these envelopes. I wonder if I still have the box. I can address the envelopes while I'm waiting for Mr. Abrams to have his mole removed. So let's stamp a few more of these. Maybe I can get several of these done before. I probably won't get a chance to draw on them, but there's my ink. Where's my stamp? Here's my stamp. I'll probably quit around 8 o'clock or maybe a little after. Well, I think he wants to leave at 8:30, so I should probably quit at 8 because I have to get cleaned up a little. I hope he's up. I haven't heard him moving around in there. So these are note cards. I'm going to draw antlers on them. I won't get that done. But I'm going to draw antlers on them like I did on the envelopes. And Pearl, I told you and Deb I was going to do some tatting and send to you. I haven't forgot that. I haven't forgot, you guys. Just like what I said to Brenda, I haven't forgotten you. I just haven't gotten to it yet. I should quit making promises. I make promises and then I get sidetracked. It isn't that I don't want to keep it. I just get sidetracked. Now, I think these stamped better on the envelopes. Maybe it's because my paper is just one sheet. Maybe if I put that towel under here, maybe they'll stamp better. They don't stamp bad, but I see little... Let's try putting that towel, kind of pad this, and see if that makes a difference. I'm not a professional stamper. I'm not even an expert one. I'm not even a... Well, let's just say I'm an amateur. Because I am. Probably do better at carving the stamp than stamping them. Let's see if that makes a difference in how that ink absorbs. My envelopes seem to do pretty good. I think that makes a difference. Maybe keep going here. Brenda says her birthday is November 12th. My parents would short me at Christmas because my birthday was too close to Christmas. Really? That's a whole month and a half away. Huh. But her sister was born in April and she got a full Easter basket. Lala says, okay, Pearl, I copied the link and we'll share it after the video. Thank you, Lala, for doing that. I want to thank Legia for the PayPal. She was in here the other day and I missed her. I sent her a thank you through PayPal. I don't know if she got it. And I'm trying to thank her in person. I guess I'll have to send her an email to thank her. But she sent me quite a nice PayPal. And that's going to help pay for the postage of these cards that I'm sending out. So Legia, thank you so much for the Christmas present you sent. I really do appreciate it. She is taking an oil painting class. Legia is. I used to oil paint, but I kind of gave it up because, well, not only does it take a while to dry, I just don't have wall space. I'd rather, see, that didn't cover very well at all. I'm not sure why that's not stamping on this copy paper very well. But I'm going to go ahead and use it as it is. I would just as soon art journal, but my art journals are taking up all my book space, my bookcase space. And then there's all the altered books that you get. And all the fabric. All the fabric. It piles up in boxes. Gotta use it. Use it or lose it. Whoops. Except I don't lose it. I use it and store it. Use it or tuck it away in a box someplace and forget where you put it. I have several boxes inventoried, but the things that I've been getting recently, I have not been inventorying. And I got 2 minutes to finish these. I really do need to leave at 8 o'clock, though, because I know my brother's going to be in a toot to go. His appointment's not until 10. We leave at 8:30. We'll get up there at 9:30. That leaves him a half an hour before his appointment. It doesn't take us an hour and a half to get up there, but he's always in a rootin' toot to go. See if I can't get these done. So I want to thank you all for coming in and spending Tuesday morning with me. I wish you a blessed day. Go out there and do some art or whatever you do. Enjoy your day, because we won't get another day like this one. Gotta enjoy the present. We don't know what's tomorrow, and yesterday's gone. Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow is in the future. We don't know what's going to be. We don't even know what's going to be for the rest of today. Hopefully it'll be good. I got a few. I think I got 5 left here. Let's see if I can get through them here. And I'll take my envelopes with me, and I will sit there and address them, self-address them. And tomorrow I'll be working on these again. We'll finish up the cards and we'll stamp the rest of the envelopes. Put the note cards, the little notes in them. Got 2 left. I got 2 left and it's 8 o'clock. I'm going to go ahead and do them. One left. And I'll have to come in and draw antlers on these deer. We'll do that tomorrow. I'll be too tired to do anything when we get home today. I'll be way too tired. So I'm just going to take my envelopes and my note cards and kind of put them out like this, I guess. Maybe I'll spread them out, fan them a little for my thumbnail. There we go. And I'll put it this way. Come on, Mr. Deer, go that way. Trying to set up a thumbnail there. You guys aren't seeing it. Now let me zoom out a little. Yep. Oh, is it? There we go. Wait, more. There we go. So have a good day, everybody. I will see you. I will see you tomorrow morning, probably again at 4:30, because I really do want to get these done. Thank you for coming in, and don't forget, Pearl is coming on, I think around 1. Is it 1 Eastern, Pearl? Watch for Pearl. Let me check her link again here. Hold on. Let me check her link. Well, I got it at 12 p.m., but I think, well, 3 hours from now would be 11. I guess it's at 12 Eastern. Between 12 and 1. Okay. She's probably already said it. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. Go enjoy it. Bye.